Hello,
Hola!
I'm PJ.
And I'm Ellis. Welcome to our channel.
And today we are going to talk about 5 movies that are faith-based that we love and want to recommend to you.
Let's go! So yeah, this is the 5 Christian movies that we highly recommend with no particular order. We just love them and we want to share with you that you can watch with your family.
Yes, so without further ado, I will begin with our first movie. Our first movie is Redeeming Love, and that is originally a book by the Christian author Francine Rivers, who wrote a story that takes place in the California Gold Rush, but it is based on the Bible story of Hosea and Gomer. And basically it is about, in both cases, a woman who is a little promiscuous and the guy still chooses to marry her anyway because God tells him to. And so it's just about forgiveness and accepting others who others reject, and just that whole story of redemption.
Honestly, it's teaching us how God can forgive us even when we make mistakes again and again, and He is there to forgive us. But yeah, so the number 2 is The Shack. This movie impacted me when I watched this guy who lost his little daughter because she got kidnapped, and unfortunately the little girl was murdered. And this guy was honestly fighting, about to forgive these people. And sometimes we feel that in our life, right? That it's we feel kind of impossible sometimes when people hurt us and to forgive these people, but it shows that you have to forgive and you have to do it. And honestly, on this movie it teaches how to do it and why it's very important to do it. Yeah.
And it answered a few questions for me. For example, I was a teenager when it came out and I didn't really have a full understanding of the Trinity, and it really made that a lot more clear to me. And it is also based on a book. The third movie we're going to talk about is Breakthrough. So Breakthrough is a true story about something that happened where this lady had a son. He was actually adopted, but that's not super relevant. But he was out playing with friends on ice, either skating or playing hockey. I don't really remember which, and he fell through the ice and he was down there for a while and he died for a little bit physically, and then they were able to revive him, but the prognosis wasn't good. He was in a coma or some sort, and it was just about this mom and all her community church coming together and praying for this, just praying for a miracle, the power of prayer and coming together and miracles.
And honestly, it happens. Sometimes it's very hard for us, sometimes we hear words like, oh, you can make it, you can't do it, just give up. And sometimes, we hear those voices, but God is telling us just trust. And when we stay and pray with those things, and miracles can happen. Yeah. So the number 4, right? What's the number 4? Yes, number 4 is War Room. This movie is incredible movie. Honestly, when I watched this movie, it impacted my life. Honestly, many of us we feel disconnect in certain period of our life with God, and it's very important to go back and build that relationship. This lady honestly was teaching me how to reconnect this specific time and place, and you can connect with God again, every morning, or it doesn't matter sometimes the time on the day, but you have to do it. And you have this lady has a specific place. It was in the closet, but it was great movie. It is.
And so that brings us to our 5th and final movie, which is I Still Believe. It is also a true story. This one is about singer, I think songwriter, he writes his own songs,
yes.
Jeremy Camp, a Christian artist.
Many of you know them by his music.
Yeah. And so this is a biopic about his life in his early career years when he was married to his first wife, who unfortunately, as they were coming together and getting married and all that, she was battling cancer and eventually it took her life. So this movie is kind of about his faith and how he really used his faith to work through it and overcome that situation and keep on living the way God wanted him to.
Yeah, and honestly, I heard this movie before and I didn't know it was about Jeremy Camp. She told me it was about Jeremy Camp, so I'm like, okay, let's watch it. And it's kind of sad and like a part of the movie, but at the end it's very like helpful and it encourages to keep like believing in God. And it's a very great movie too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so that's the 5 movies we recommend for today. Obviously there are quite a few more Christian movies out there, yeah. And so, we haven't forgotten about them. There are many that we love as well. We just didn't want to make the movie too long, but perhaps we will make a second part in the future.
Yeah, so if you know other movies that you can recommend us, just let us know in the comment. And there's, like she said, there's many more that we watched, and honestly they're great movies, but we just 5. But yeah, let us know what was your reaction when you watched this movie, and if we didn't watch any, like in the comments that you posted, we can go and see what it's about. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Alright, and please like and subscribe if you like this video. We love making videos about faith, our culture differences and similarities, and just some fun things. And we'd love for you to join us along the way.
So stay tuned until the next time. So,
Los queremos and see you soon.